The very warmest of welcomes to you indeed to match day one in the 2023-2024 AFC Champions League. And so it begins again, the flagship club competition in Asia, and returning to the competition, Ittihad, one of the most successful clubs in Asia, one of only three to win the AFC Champions League back-to-back, and that was back in 2004 and 2005. It's been a while since we've seen them in the competition, but they're appearing for the 11th occasion, having gone out in the group stage in 2015-2016. As the champions of Saudi Arabia, an increasingly competitive Saudi Pro League, they are now facing AGMK Al Malik, the Miners, the team that was fourth in the Uzbekistan top flight last year. They've never won the league, and they're only appearing for the third time in the AFC Champions League. AGMK Al Malik have met a team from Saudi Arabia three times in the Champions League. They've never won. 2 losses and a draw, as good as it gets for Al Ittihad. They are playing a team from Uzbekistan for the 16th time in the AFC Champions League. They lost on 2 occasions, both times to Bunyodkor in the group stage in 2008 and 2010. Nuno Espirito Santo takes charge of this team for the first time in an AFC Champions League group stage. He's delighted to be here since it's a beautiful competition and a very special one for his team. And the setting is the Prince Abdullah Al Faisal Stadium. And the fans of the Tigers hoping to see them get back to the very top of the continent and to be victorious once more in the AFC Champions League after those 2 brilliant titles won in 2004 and 2005. It is a fascinating time for football in Saudi Arabia. The acquisition of so many of the finest players in the world, making it an increasingly competitive league and consequently a fine time to be a fan. But a difficult time to be some of the players, because it's becoming harder and harder to get into the starting lineups. You really have to be absolutely at your best on a week in, week out basis to get into the Al Ittihad team. And there are opportunities for some new players today, including their goalkeeper, to demonstrate why they should be the first name on the team sheet. They're taking on a team who have said that they are excited to be playing one of the greats in Asia, but by the same margin know that there's no room for sentiment, no opportunity to be awed and overawed by the occasion. They must be victorious if they are to outperform themselves in the last edition of the Champions League featuring them, 2021, where they went out in 4th place in Group A. They found it difficult to score goals in that edition and to keep goals out, but they are a very strong team, consistently a top 4 team in Uzbekistan. They are thrilled to be back in this competition and to be taking on a huge team. It's a very warm evening, temperature in excess of 30 degrees. The champions at domestic level last year, winning their 9th title, the first since 2009, and they are the oldest sports club still surviving in Saudi Arabia, founded 95 years ago in 1927. distinctive yellow and black of Al-Ittihad, resulting in their nickname the Tigers, Al-Numur. And they take on a team known as the Miners, due to their history going back into the old Soviet Union, taking the name from the Al Malik mining and metallurgical plant. The excitement across the continent as the flagship club competition in Asia begins once again. The AFC Champions League, and an opportunity to welcome once more one of the absolute great teams in the competition back to the continental stage. Al-Ittihad of Saudi Arabia taking on FC AGMK Al Malik of Uzbekistan. The Saudi champions against the team that finished fourth in their domestic league last season. A team that has never won the league against a team that has won it on 9 occasions. For AGMK Al Malik to be victorious today, it would be a real surprise. They're going to have to be at their absolute finest defensively, and they're going to have to take what limited chances they may well get in attack. Breaking through a world-class midfield is going to be the challenge for the visitors. Al-Ittihad have got some absolute global stars in their team. Not all of them are playing today, but enough of them to make them the clear favourites. It's Group C, Al-Ittihad, Sepahan, Al-Quwa Al-Jawiya of Iraq and AGMK of Uzbekistan. And it begins now. How wonderful that the AFC Champions League has returned. Abdallah Al-Mayouf makes his debut in goal for Al-Ittihad. The 36-year-old joined 2 weeks ago from Al-Hilal and is a 2-time AFC Champions League winner. Other veterans include number 4 Omar Hosari, 37, who scored against AGMK for Al Nasir in February of 2019. The midfield truly star-studded. Hiroyuki Kimura of Japan referees, the 41-year-old from Chiba. It is Yusuke Araki who is in charge of the video review system. Oterali Yergashev keeps goal for AGMK, having played in both the qualification matches and kept 2 clean sheets whilst doing so. In defence, the hugely experienced Ansur Ismailov wears number 5 and plays his 34th AFC Champions League game. On the bench for the Saudi champions, number 5 Luis Felipe, who joined a fortnight ago from Real Betis and who made his debut in the 1-0 win at Al Aqtoud 4 days ago. In reserve for the Miners, skillful Iranian Siavash Nagnazari, number 88, who's already scored 6 goals in domestic competitions this season. No Karim Benzema, but great goal-scoring potential in Abderrazak Hamdallah. And there is N'Golo Kante, who joined in July on a free transfer after leaving Chelsea. Making a debut in the AFC Champions League, but a winner of the UEFA Champions League. And also the Club World Cup, the UEFA Europa League and the UEFA Super Cup. There is nothing N'Golo Kante does not know about continental success. It is a luxurious time to be a fan of Al-Ittihad. Star acquisitions, joining local players, and plenty of local players, such as the goalkeeper Abdallah Al-Mayouf from Riyadh. Now, can they gel as a team and begin their 11th AFC Champions League campaign with victory? Fabinho 29-year-old from Brazil, who also joined in July on a 3-year deal, departing Liverpool. What a midfield Al Ittihad has at their disposal. The first match day of the 2023-2024 AFC Champions League. It's Group C in the West region as Al Ittihad of Saudi Arabia take on AGMK of Uzbekistan, the champions of Saudi Arabia from last year against the team that was fourth in their respective domestic competition, and it is the visitors in possession with 22, Shohruz Gadoyev. Nuno Espirito Santo, the head coach of Al Ittihad, his first match in the AFC Champions League, and he has said how delighted he is for his team to be back in a competition where they dominated getting on for 20 years ago. Chance to build something potentially on the left instead. Hassan Kadish going inside. Here's Kante out to number 13, Mohamed Shankiti, 24-year-old full-back, very useful at coming forwards, player from Medina. Romarinho, another player who's had real continental success, winner of the Libertadores during his time at Corinthians. Oh, lovely touch. Harun Kamara nearly finding a way through. Just overhit, looking for a counter-attack. Chasing it down was Khurshid Gyozov. Mirjalal Kasimov, the head coach of AGMK, 53-year-old from Tashkent, club based in that region of Uzbekistan. Nicely cut out by Gadoyev. Kante. Doing very well there was Sanjar Tursunov. Trying to get past N'Golo Kante. Back to Abdallah Al-Mayouf. The head coach of AGMK, Mirjalal Kasimov, will know all about this sort of midfield battle that is likely to be crucial to this match, looking at the quality of the players in the Al Ittihad team. He was a very good creative midfielder and playmaker himself, who played almost 70 times for the national team, as there's a free kick early on for AGMK. Foul by Fabinho. Ruben Sanchez, the player brought down. Debutant Abdallah Al-Mayouf lining up the wall. Tursunov, Gadoyev and Mirjalal Kasimov, the three players in the vicinity of the ball. It is Gadoyev. Hassan Kadish. Romarinho, the 32-year-old who joined the club 5 years ago from Al Jazeera in the United Arab Emirates. very good record in this competition. "35th match in the AFC Champions League with 20 goals. And a clear foul by Mirjamol Kosimov. Shankiti. Fabinho. It's certainly clear that AGMK are going to have to play in a very compact way defensively to deal with the creativity and quality in the midfield and indeed the attack of Ittihad. It's just a question of whether they can use the wide players to counter. Back to Al Mayouf. A little pressure on Kadish. Beautifully controlled with his head by Fabinho. Romarinho doing beautifully. Kante to Romarinho, and there's space out wide. That's where the fullback Mohamed Shankiti is very useful. One of the young players who won the silver medal at the Islamic Solidarity Games in Turkey last year for the Saudi Arabia under-23 team. Calmly done, as you'd expect from Fabinho to Ahmed Bamassoud. Fabinho, quick turn, didn't catch out Islam Ujayev. Kadish. Bamassoud. Effective defensively so far from AGMK. Omar Hossawi, wearing number 4, coming more far forward than we've seen him so far. Certainly a handball by Shohruz Gadoyev. Ahmed Sharahili, wearing number 20, coming forward to attack the corner kick, along with Hassan Kadish. Romarinho with a delivery that was a promising one. Just didn't get the sort of attack that it deserved. Very difficult though for AGMK to get out of their own half at the moment. This is an opportunity out wide. We haven't really seen Dilshadbek Ahmadaliyev involved so far, but he plays it to Ruben Sanchez, the Spanish striker who joined at the start of the season. Loose ball though, and it's back with Omar Hossawi. Kadish. N'Golo Kante. Romarinho. Sharahili, the 29-year-old who was a runner-up in this competition in 2014 with Al Hilal. Didn't actually make any appearances, but was part of the wider squad. Oh, that was given away by Ahmad Aliyev, and it's a great opportunity for the fullback Shankiti coming forward. Excellent save, surely it'll be put in, and it has been. Possession given away after so much discipline, and it's finished by Haroun Kamara, the player born in Riyadh in this team of global stars. Makes it Al Ittihad 1, AGMK 0. His first ever goal in the AFC Champions League. And you have to feel for Dilshadbek Ahmad Aliyev. Poor decision, under some pressure admittedly. The fullback Muhannad Shankiti did excellently. The right idea, shooting low across goal, forcing Yerdagashiev to kick it back into the path of both Kamara and Abderrazak Hamdallah. For a moment it seemed as though the pair of them had gone in each other's way, but Kamara finishing well. A special moment for Haroun Kamara. And I mentioned at the start of the game that it can be so difficult for some of the players that have been quite established up until now in the top clubs in Saudi Arabia to continue to justify game time. Kamara's been one of those who struggled in the league. And that's a beautiful ball to Abamassoud, across goal it goes. Ahmed Bamassoud. Well, as I was saying about Kamara, somebody who scored 4 goals last season, played 18 games this season, has played really only a few minutes here and there as a late substitute until the last game in the league 4 days ago, when he managed to get half an hour. So it's a very effective statement made by Kamara to get that goal. Romarinho, beautiful ball in and well cut out by Anzur Ismailov. Excellent defending from the 38-year-old. Read it so well. Corner kick to the home team, Al Ittihad. Romarinho's delivery. N'Golo Kante seizing on a moment of indecision as the shot thumps into Shohruz Gadoyev. Seemed to catch him hard. There really is a huge amount of pressure now on Mirjalol Kosimov's team. Yet again, Romarinho with the corner kick. Another excellent ball, cleared by Martin Boyakye, who really hasn't had much chance to get involved in the game in an attacking sense. Space for Kamara, who controls it well and might finish. Another fortuitous rebound, and it's Romarinho to make it 2. On 2 occasions, the ball falling slightly kindly in the penalty area for Al Ittihad, but they have pressed and pressed and pressurised. And they are impressing now after 15 minutes of their return to the AFC Champions League. Simple ball from Fabinho. Looks as though Kamara picking up the diagonal ball is onside. He controlled it well. It was blocked by Ismailov. Could have gone in so many different directions, and it goes straight to a dreadful player for it to go to in that kind of position. Somebody who scores his 21st AFC Champions League goal. Nothing that Sardor Rahmanov could do on the line. Of all the players in all of the positions, it goes to Romarinho, pretty well on the penalty spot. And after so much that was good about the first 10 minutes from his team, one loss of possession, one rebound that was rather fortuitous for the opposition, and they find themselves slipping away in this game. Now, what will the response be? Kosimov, Ahmad Aliyev, a chance to cross, and it's a weak delivery that N'Golo Kante has just about dealt with. Nice piece of control from Romarinho. What lovely football. Oh, what lovely football. This is absolutely superb. Haruna Kamara, and he's put it wide. Oh, that is such a shame aesthetically, because it was a delightful move. The quality of that pass, it just curled in beautifully beyond Rahmanov, and then it curled away agonisingly for Kamara. But he certainly has had a very impressive start to the game. Now Kadish takes control. Joined the club in August as the most expensive Saudi player ever. Signed from Al Taun. Played for Al Ittihad and Al Hilal. So spell 3 different clubs in Saudi Arabia before this new chapter of his career with Al Ittihad. Sharahili has twice won the domestic league in Saudi Arabia with different clubs. Good touch from Hamdallah, and the foul is drawn. It was the Italian Martin Boakye penalised. Kadish. Look at the passing accuracy for Al Ittihad, exactly as they give the ball away. 90+% accuracy though, it's really impressive. And they pressurised AGMK, forcing lots of misplaced balls from them. Ahmad Aliyev will be the visitors with an opportunity. 28-year-old to take the throw in his 3rd year with the club. From deep, played by Tursunov. Takujaev. Seventeenth game in the AFC Champions League for Ahmad Aliyev. Tennis Khurshid Gyozov and number 7, Ahmad Aliyev, with the shot. It's going to be a corner kick for AGMK. Well, it has been a slightly better spell for them, but one fears about them getting carved up on the counter-attack. Ahmad Aliyev. And here might be exactly what's going to happen. Well, this is really worrying, really worrying. It's got to be a goal. And the fullback, Shankiti, is likely to finish it. Oh no! Would you believe? That is the most extraordinary example of overworking a clear-cut chance. Mohamed Shankiti was given the ball right in front of the goalkeeper, and the frankly unmissable opportunity is missed. AGMK losing total sight of things defensively. Hamdallah to Shankiti, and it's very good goalkeeping, to be fair. Otirali Yergashev with the save, but nonetheless Mohamed Shankiti will probably never ever want to look at that chance again. He's only scored 2 goals in all competitions. That probably one of the best chances he's ever had. But it represents the threat that is posed by Ittihad should AGMK continue to try to press forward as they were doing there. Ahmed Sharahili, excellent ball. So much space here. N'Golo Kante generally makes the right decision too, and he plays it to Shankiti in a more familiar position out wide. Fabinho. Well, that was exactly the right idea, looking for Hamdallah. That was well defended. Sanchez. Rashid Gyozov, who we just saw a moment ago, scored in the win against Al Sib in the qualification stage. As we look back at this opportunity, 3 players forward, ended up with just 2 of them. And it was over hit by Hamdallah, didn't get the right angle on the pass. By the time it fell to Shankiti, Yergashev was excellently positioned. So I think, to be fair to Mohamed Shankiti, he could have been given a slightly kinder ball by Hamdallah, who's played an excellent one there to Bamasoud. Hamdallah. Oh, it's excellent play, very skillful, and a good save by Otirali Yergashev. Lovely, quick footwork from the AFC Champions League veteran, Morocco's Abderrazak Hamdallah. Takujaev, Rahmanov, Sanchez. It's a decent ball, but Morocco had strayed ahead. And here the opportunity once more for Hamdallah. And Gashiev playing his 5th AFC Champions League game. He was involved in 2 campaigns for Paktakor in 2016 and 2019, but only ever made it onto the bench. should be cut out, it is by Rachmanov. Tursunov. Beyond the halfway point of the first half in this opening match day of the 2023-2024 AFC Champions League, as Ittihad of Saudi Arabia make their return. Champions in back-to-back years, getting on for 2 decades ago. And how well they've started. A goal from Haruna Kamara and one from Mourinho. Both of them inside of the first quarter of an hour. Sanchez. Gashiev going long, looking for Boakia. Ruben Sanchez had Ahmad Aliyev out wide, and the number 7 was a little frustrated that didn't come out to him quicker, or indeed at all. It ended up being rather aimless as a frustrated Sanchez dropped his head. Kamara controls it well, nearly plays it through to Hamdallah. It's another good piece of defending, but Abderrazak Hamdallah shoots right at Yergashiev, who really found that stung him a little as he saved it. It seemed to come off his upper arms and chest. Hossawi, gentleman in possession. Omar Hossawi actually scored against AGMK in February of 2019. He was playing for Al Nassr. Kadish, Romarinho. Kamara. Very difficult to take the ball off at the moment, the home side. It's a group that also contains Sepahan and Al Jawiya, the Air Force club. Ahmad Aliyev. And Ittihad are presenting AGMK with so few options when they've got an opportunity to put an attack together. Sador Rachmanov has been an ever-present in the league this season. I wonder with him if that national team debut at senior level is going to come along soon. He's played for every level up to and including the under-23s, but he's just recently turned 29. But he's looking like a very important part of the AGMK starting 11. And here he is. Well controlled by Martin Boakye. Just overhit slightly by Kosimov. They've done well to keep this alive. And it's a good delivery that's cut out by the experienced Ahmed Sharahili, the captain. Another opportunity, and again Sharahili, but Sanchez is there, almost brought down by Fabinho. Can they make it third time lucky? It is a good ball, and it's cut out well by Abdallah Al-Mayouf on his debut. That was forceful claiming of the ball as Martin Boakye threw himself at it. He just turned around and glared at him after that, Al-Mayouf. That was the opportunity for Sanchez, and Fabinho certainly was not in full control of the challenge. Sanchez was the player who got the only goal in the 1-0 win against Al Arabi to bring them to the group stage. Let's remind ourselves of the opening goal. Mohanad Shankiti, his shot saved by Yergashev and then finished by Kamara. And the second, Kamara also involved. And number 90, Romarinho, with his 21st AFC Champions League goal. His side has done well against a team that didn't concede in the preliminary round nor in the playoff stage. Two very tight 1-0 victories for FC AGMK Al Malik. Hiroyuki Kimura, graduate of Hokai Gakuen University, referees in the Japanese top flights. Omar Hossawi, 4 times a winner of the Saudi Pro League. Ahmed Lamasoud. Mourinho. Oh, he's so difficult to retrieve the ball from unless he gets a little over-ambitious and gives it to you, which he did there. Fabinho, Massoud, good opportunity. And that should now be Takujayev's to deal with, and there's a little pressure on Botirali Yergashev, who played so well in both of the playoff games. Qualification games. Two clubs with very different histories. Ittihad founded in 1927, 95 years ago. And their opponents, just 19 years old, founded in 2004, but with a lineage that goes back to the old Metalurg Al Malik team from the 1960s, 70s and 80s. And they actually returned to the AGMK Al Malik name in 2018, which was the name they had between 2004 and 2008, which was the golden age of Al Ittihad in the AFC Champions League. N'Golo Kante, Osawi, he was the captain of his previous club when they won their first league title for 4 years in the 2018-2019 season. A rather hopeful call there from Abdelrazak Hamdallah for a yellow card. Slightly going into the realms of an effective freestyle wrestling takedown there from Islam Takujayev. Would have picked up 2 points for that in classical freestyle wrestling, but there you go. Masoud, space and lots of it, and some options too, and that's an excellent one. He's found Abdelrazak Hamdallah. And they appeal for a decision from Hiroyuki Kimura, who appears to be most uninterested in having a conversation. Hamdallah, well, Dilshodbek Ahmadaliyev is completely wild in that challenge and clearly connects. And there's no doubt about it, he connects with Abdelrazak Hamdallah. Easy to see why Abdelrazak Hamdallah went down, and went down looking rather in pain. Explain why there were some clear questions being asked by the Al Ittihad players. Surprisingly, it is being scrutinised by Hiroyuki Kimura's colleague Yusuke Araki. Let's have a look at it again. It does get quite compelling the more it's looked at. And overcomes Mr. Kimura to the monitor. And it's over to him now. Having several clear looks at it as he communicates with Yusuke Araki. Now the decision. It did seem as though there was little alternative but for Hiroyuki Kimura to point to the penalty spot. Foul by Dilshodbek Ahmadaliyev. on Abderrazak Hamdallah as we approach the half-time interval. They may well be singing even more vociferously in a moment. Well, Abderrazak Hamdallah has got to leave the field of play to be called back on again by Hiroyuki Kimura. That's the decision of the Japanese referee. And Hamdallah certainly wanted to make his case to take the penalty kick, having won it. An extraordinary sight, but an opportunity for Romarinho. Can he get his second goal of the game and his 22nd in the AFC Champions League? Oh, what a wonderful penalty kick from Romarinho. And it is Ittihad 3, AGMK 0 in what has been a very good first half for the returning giants of Asian Champions League football. Superbly taken by Romarinho. Got into something of a standoff with Botirali Yergashiev to try to read each other's body language. And the winner, the clear winner, Romarinho. That is now 106 goals in all competitions in his club career. And meanwhile, receiving a bit of treatment is Abderrazak Hamdallah, who was fouled by Dilshodbek Ahmadaliyev. Consider it something of a bruising first half for the visitors from Uzbekistan, AGMK Al-Malik. Kosimov. Now Ruben Sanchez trying to create some sort of a chance before half-time. Although one imagines there will be a decent amount of time added on by Hiroyuki Kimura and his team. Sharahili brings it forward. Hausawi. They're starting to develop an extremely stylish and sophisticated way of playing, Al-Ittihad, with these new acquisitions in midfield. Space for Ahmed Bamasoud, and a great chance for the hat-trick. Straight into a defender. Romarinho now goes down. Fabinho keeps the attack alive. Here's Ahmed Bamasoud, who created the first chance and then ran into trouble, as it's now Haruna Kamara. Shankiti, who had that brilliant chance, 2-on-1 against Botirali Yergashiev earlier on in the half. Kadish, what a nice idea, that was. Ever so intelligent from Hassan Kadish. Well, that's why they were appealing for a handball. After field. Sadur Rahmanov tried to keep his arms compact into his body. Just got a glimpse there of Saleh Al Amri. Looks as though he is preparing to feature. 6 additional minutes and a chance for Saleh Al Amri. Only started once in the league this season. That's the incident that has led to Abdelrazak Hamdallah having to be taken off. And one hopes, for the sake of Nuno Espirito Santo's team, that it's a reasonably low maintenance injury and not something that's going to keep him out for a long time, because he's such an important part of the team. 5 goals in 5 games in the league this season. Mourinho. Fabinho. Kadish. Seven shots on target, nothing registered yet by AGMK. Those chances have been speculative, to put it gently, whose task has been extremely complicated. They knew it would be like it, and he said it in the interview before the match. And he's a very experienced coach, Jalol Kosimov. He's had 3 spells in charge of Bunyodkor, a couple in charge of the national team. He played for a large number of clubs as a very good attacking midfielder, probably best known for his time with Pakhtakor Tashkent. Ahmed Sharahili, touched by Fabinho, back to the centre-back. Kadish from Mourinho. Just asked a little too much of him. Did Ahmed Bamasoud. Fabinho to the substitute, Saleh Al Amri, a player who played 4 consecutive Champions League campaigns for Al Ahly between 2015 and 2018, so knows the competition really well. Kamara. Opportunity for the fullback Shankiti. He's going to chase this one down against Tuktakujayev. What a good first half for Al Ittihad it's been on their return to the AFC Champions League. Last featured in the 2015-2016 campaign, going out in the group stage. So often they've made it to the last 8 or last 4, or even to the final, winning it on 2 occasions. Offside against Romarinho. Ahmad Aliyev. They haven't really been able to get him into too many positions to provide a high-quality cross, and on the rare occasions that he has been in that sort of position, his own delivery hasn't been a high standard which we see from him domestically. He is more of a provider than a scorer. The crowd happy for the half-time whistle to go, and it will go soon, and it will be a difficult half-time team talk for Mirjalol Kosimov. Can they get an unexpected goal here? Boyaki on to Ahmad Aliyev, and a few tests in this first half for Abdallah Al-Mayouth, enjoying a very simple debut. A 7-time winner of the Saudi Pro League and twice a winner of the AFC Champions League. It's been a very comfortable first half for Al-Ittihad of Saudi Arabia, the 2-time AFC Champions League winners. A goal from Haruna Kamara just after the 10-minute mark, and then 4 minutes later Romarinho making it 2-0. There was an excellent opportunity shortly after that for Mohamed Shankiti to add another. The player who set him up, Abdelrazak Hamdallah, then went on to win a penalty kick, which was converted impressively by Romarinho to make it 3-0 at the break. At half-time, Al-Ittihad 3, AGMK 0. Welcome back to the setting of the Prince Abdullah Al Faisal Stadium and this meeting between Al Ittihad of Saudi Arabia and FC AGMK Al Malik of Uzbekistan on match day 1 of the 2023 AFC Champions League, the 2023-2024 season underway. And their campaign very much underway. The Tigers, Al Numur, playing so impressively in the first half. And that team there might well have been 4-0 down, probably should have been, well, certainly should have been 4-0 down. It was a wonderful opportunity for the fullback Mohamed Shankiti, with just Botirali Yergashiev to beat. But it is the one thing that really has gone wrong in an otherwise exemplary first half for Nuno Espirito Santo's team. A change for FC AGMK Al Malik, Shotbek Ahmadaliyev coming off, and the experienced Iranian Siavash Nagnazari making an appearance for just the third time in the AFC Champions League. The start of the second half as Al Ittihad return to the AFC Champions League, a competition that they have won twice, and they're winning comfortably here against AGMK Al Malik of Uzbekistan. 3-0. It is the home team in possession and having an excellent game. Harun Kamara really has been such a strong performer. One of the most challenging things about being in any of these very impressive Saudi teams at the moment, as they seek to dominate the AFC Champions League, is just getting into the starting 11. You might have been a regular a few seasons ago, but can you maintain that? And for someone like Harun Kamara, it's a wonderful thing to start in the first Champions League game and to make such an impact. Now the substitute, Saleh Al Amri, came on for Abdelrazak Hamdallah. Should be comfortable for Botirali Yergashiev. There's been very little that's been comfortable for Miranjol Kosimov's team. Done well to hold on to this. It is the substitute. Nagnazari now at number 10, Giozov. Kosimov leads out to number 22, Shoru Garoyev. Kosimov, and was obviously very tempted to take advantage of a small amount of space. And still, the visitors yet to register a shot on target. But it did take a touch, so a corner kick to the team that finished 4th in the Uzbekistan Super League last season. Can they get Martin Boakier involved? Mirjamal Kosimov, who's played 12 times in the league this season, starting 7 games. Playing now his 14th AFC Champions League game. Kosimov, and it isn't a bad ball at all, but Almayouf read it so comfortably, and he has found not too much to trouble him. Flag definitely up there, yes. Ruben Sanchez offside. Restarted by Hossawi. Something of a small landmark for him, 30 appearances in the AFC Champions League, as he absolutely bundles Martin Boakye over. And here is Siavash Nagnazari, who's looked very good since coming on. He does start most games, the man from Tehran, and that's got to be a... oh yes, Tagbajayev with a pull of the shirt. Good impact from Siavash Nagnazari. He played both of the qualification matches to get here. He's taken off in the last 10 minutes on both occasions, but clearly a different strategy this time, to use him as more of an impact substitute. Kante. Rare overhitting of a pass to Ahmed Bamasoud, who's just 4 games away from reaching 100 in the Saudi Pro League. Shoro Gadoyev. Sanchez trying to link up and just about linking up with Gadoyev, and very good tracking back by 37-year-old Omar Hossawi. Still can put in a decent sprint when he needs to. So controlled in the sliding challenge. Lively beginning though from AGMK. Short to Tursunov, the captain. Excellent delivery. Abdallah Al-Mayouf was certainly given something to be troubled by there. But the danger, as was demonstrated throughout the first half, is of the quick, purposeful counter-attack from Ittihad, although AGMK have got back to some sense of defensive shape quite quickly. That's a foul. High quality ball in from the captain. Neat control by Bamasoud, part of the Al Fayed team that won the King's Cup in 2022. Joined last year on a 3-year contract. Starting to make something of a presence felt in the national team as well. And that's vital to the success of Nuno Espirito Santo's team. These promising young domestic players coming through, learning from the veterans around them and forming a backbone of the national side. Shankiti just a little too far ahead for him. But he's one of them as well, Mohamed Shankiti. Tricky for Anzur Ismailov, 38-year-old. A little flick, is that offside from Giozov? Play goes on, and that is just a fraction ahead of the substitute Nagnazari, and now the flag is up. So I think it's all immaterial. Let's just have a look at this. Yes, certainly Khurshid Giyosov offside. He's been having a very good season, Giyosov. 6 goals in 18 games in the Super League. Just 1 goal shy of last season. 2 of them coming last month. Bamasoud Al-Amri. This 29-year-old Al-Amri, who is playing quite a big part in the build-up play in this second half, while Ittihad having come on for Abdelrazak Hamdallah in stoppage time at the end of the first half. It's been better. They must surely be thinking that. And it's clear that the insertion of Siavash Nagnazari has been a successful one. It just needs something material to prove it. And here he is. Space opening up for Giyosov. Nagnazari on the overlap. Gadoyev. It really has been quite rare to see the visitors in control of the ball for extended spells. They just can't get the sort of delivery to reward all of that good possession. But this is a lot better from the team from Uzbekistan. Gadoyev, and then gets the angle all wrong, shakes his head in irritation. The 31-year-old from Karshi in the south of Uzbekistan. Ancient settlement originally on an oasis that was part of an 11-day caravan trading route in the Silk Road era in the Middle Ages. And Uzbekistan was at the heart of that ancient route that became so vital in the Middle Ages, all the way through from China through to Europe. Cities like Tashkent were of great strategic importance in centuries gone by. And indeed, the history of the area when it comes to the sort of things that could be traded on the Silk Road, reflected in the name of the club, the Miners, the nickname of the club, and its original name, Metallurg. '17 is Tursunov captain. Had a slightly unusual career, Tursunov, in that he spent little time actually in Uzbekistan. Sanchez, oh, it's a good effort from Ruben Sanchez, who scored the only goal in the win against Al Arabi in the qualification stage. It's another good piece of play from Siavash Nagnazari. It's one of those chances that was neither close enough to goal to be problematic to Al Mayouf, nor far enough away to be advantageous for Martin Boakye. And I think it was clear from Boakye's reaction, he was hoping for a cross, an expected one. But the passing accuracy for AGMK has been much better in the second half. They're having to play with a man down, the visitors. Well, that's got to be a foul. Mourinho catching Ruben Sanchez. Gadoyev. Kosimov. At the heart of everything, number 88, Siavash Nagnazari. Giozov didn't quite get that link up right with Nagnazari. Kosimov does well. Unfortunately, the captain couldn't get there, and now a counter-attacking chance, 4-on-3 potentially, if they can use this right. N'Golo Kante, it's very well played, and then a little too heavy in the touch. Romarinho. Kante was dispossessed by Kosimov, and perhaps it was a slightly loose build-up from Ittihad. They might have used the ball a touch more purposefully, because there was a very fine opportunity to pressurise Botir Ali Agashev's goal. Kadish. Al-Amri. Well read by Takvujayev. Somebody who has played in the Middle East, actually as recently as July when he left Al Kharafa in Qatar. Another foul. Toes rather trodden on, Khurshid Giozov. Gadoyev. Gadoyev makes the run. Straight offside. Giozov to Tursunov. Nagnazari. Giozov wide. Can't quite find a meaningful way through, and now they're going to have to be forced back. Nagnazari once again. Tursunov. Kosimov into Boyakian. Pinned up off the feet of the forward. A couple of changes to be made. Omar Hossawi being removed. You're going to see Sultan Al Farhan and Romarinho, having scored 2 goals, will be replaced by new signing defensively Luis Felipe. So a change for Al Ittihad as they just try to hold on to this game. And we also see Sultan Al Farhan, 26-year-old, about a week away from his birthday. And we remind ourselves of the impact of Romarinho. Luis Felipe, who joined from Real Betis a couple of weeks ago, made his debut in the 1-0 win 4 days ago at Al Akhdud in the league. And they're using him quite conservatively early on as he builds up fitness ahead of the new season. Boakye. Certainly seemed like he was offside, and that's been confirmed by the assistant referee. He was well offside. And as ever, it was Nagnazari with the ball. Inside the last half an hour of a game that has been more sedate in the second half from Al Ittihad's point of view. And if you are to dominate domestically and also make a good challenge for the AFC Champions League, then you cannot play every single game in fifth gear, every minute of it. The reality is they seem to have the game secured for about a quarter of an hour, and now they can just play probably a couple of levels below their high-octane best and get 3 points comfortably secured. Here is Mohamed Shankiti, and that rather unfortunate miss to one side, which, as I've mentioned already, it's slightly unfair to solely blame Mohamed Shankiti for. The number 13's had a really good game. N'Golo Kante. Sanchez. No real options. Just has to thump it, and it will be Nagnazari to try to control it. Johnstonov. Sepahan and the Air Force Club from Iran and Iraq respectively, the other two teams in the group. And this Group C, the West region of this massive and prestigious continental club competition that spans so many thousands of miles and so many nations, and always provides such great entertainment. It's a wonderful thing when the AFC Champions League begins for a new season. And a different sort of calendar for it after the irregularity of recent years. In previous campaigns, the hub format was used, as was the case with so many sporting events. And lovely to have big stadia with enthusiastic crowds on this opening match day of the 2023-2024 AFC Champions League. And a good first match day for Nuno Espirito Santo in this competition. Very experienced manager. Gadoyev. Good little burst of pace from Gadoyev. Only option was Gyozov, who might have been offside anyway. Kante flicks it to Sultan Al Farhan, a new signing in July. Al Amri, and it's off Anzur Ismailov for the corner kick. Will they add to the 3 scored in the first half? Corner kick to be taken by 29-year-old Saleh Al-Amri. Taking plenty of time about it. And in the end, it's rather comfortable. It's Moakie who dealt with it. It's got to be a foul on Nazari. Anzur Ismailov, wearing number 5 in his 34th AFC Champions League game. Played for Bunyodkor, a club that his current manager was also in charge of for a few spells. And very much the domestic game in Uzbekistan centred around the city of Tashkent. Al-Amri, well won back, and then rather wasted, just pushed ahead of Ruben Sanchez, who acknowledges the thought behind it as 2 changes are to be made. Mirzakhon Mirakhmadov, number 14, and Oybek Rustamov to come on. 2 26-year-olds. Generally used as substitutes in the domestic league. Jamol Kosimov, one of the players departing. Somebody who also is quite often used as a substitute. And Martin Boakie also coming off. So on the left, Mirzakhon Mirakhmadov. A 6th appearance in the AFC Champions League. And wearing number 15, Oybek Rustamov, a 3rd appearance, was used as a late substitute in both of the playoff games. Rustamov only joining this season after leaving his first club, Kokan 1912. A chance for those 2 to potentially make an impact. It's Mirakhmadov who will be the furthest player forward, wearing number 14. He's only scored 2 goals this season. One of them was a couple of weeks ago in the 4-2 win at Zoram in the Cup. There's the substitute for Ittihad, Al-Fahan. Now it's with the other substitute, Al-Amri, the first one to come on. Five is Luis Felipe. Fabulous acquisition to the defence of Al-Ittihad. The experienced player born in Brazil, but who's represented the Italian national team. Al-Fahan. Kamara, who has made a good case to be more heavily involved as a starter. Scorer of a goal, setting up one as well. Al-Amri not really in full control of the shot, was going down as he hit it. Tursunov, the lateral ball. Rustamov. Nagnazari, who at least has provided glimpses of creativity for AGMK. Kamara. Oh, great play. Really good from Kamara. If he can just find a ball of quality, and in the end decided to have a go. And there was good-natured applause from Saleh Al-Amri. It was there that he just slightly miscontrolled it. And looked as though it was uncomfortable for him as well. Treatment also for Shoru Gadoyev. And they've had a very fine evening out, the fans of the Tigers, as we get to a necessary break for hydration for the players on this very warm evening. Ruben Sanchez has not really been able to get heavily involved. Marinho certainly has been at the heart of things, taking a well-earned rest now after some impressive finishing, making an impact. Siavash Nagnazari, albeit an impact that hasn't resulted in too many clear chances for AGMK. But they have thoroughly enjoyed their club's return to the AFC Champions League. And as you always get from fans of these top Saudi teams, consistent high-energy chanting throughout the game. They always bring so much atmosphere to Champions League fixtures. It is a club with such a proud history, such a long history, the longest history of any club in its country. Gadoyev. Easily dealt with by the experienced Luis Felipe. Gadoyev. Ismailov. Tursunov. Fouled by Al-Amri. And here are the changes that were being indicated by Nuno Espirito Santos. We're going to see Marwan Al-Sahafi and Farha Shamrani. Well, I think it's safe to say that he's made his statement. Haruna Kamara, score of a goal, setting up another. N'Golo Kante also coming off. And a chance for two very young players, a couple of teenagers coming on. But before that, a look at the opening goal of the contest, scored by the man from Riyadh, Haruna Kamara. As I mentioned earlier, he'd only played a few minutes until coming on as a substitute for the last half an hour against the team they beat in the previous game. last league game on the 14th of September. Narrow win against El Akdud. There's Tursunov. He's replaced. And coming on, Asimov Bakhtiyorjan. But yes, the two young players coming on for Al Ittihad. Marwan Al Sahafi wearing number 17, a winger, product of the youth team. And then Farhan Shamarani, just 17. First ever appearance in the senior team. What a special moment to do it in the AFC Champions League as well. Young central midfielder who's been so good at under 16 and 17 level for the national team. Luis Felipe. Fabinho. Al-Farhan. Trying to make a run through was one of the two young substitutes, Al-Sahafi, playing in quite a central role. Can play in a wide position too. And there the other substitute. What a good run from Farhan Shamarani. That's excellent from the debutant, looking to play it to Al-Amri. He's been on the bench 3 times in the league this season, Farhan Shamarani, and they rate him very highly. It's clear that Nuno Espirito Santo wants to find judicious opportunities here and there for the teenagers. And what a good decision by the experienced manager to bring them on now, with the game looking like it's comfortably won. Early stages for Al Ittihad, but a very good return thus far to the AFC Champions League. A little space emerging, and Sanchez nearly getting on the end of the ball from Oybek Rustamov. Unexpected opportunity for Ruben Sanchez, and that was a very well-timed run by the looks of things from the 26-year-old. And a good piece of defending too from Luis Felipe. Fabinho, always such a good decision maker, took all of the pressure off by knocking it back to the debutant Abdallah Al-Mayouf, who hasn't really had much opportunity to demonstrate what he can bring to the team. He's not been tested hugely, but his track record is terrific. Akramjon Komilov, likely to be the last substitute for AGMK Al Malik by the looks of things. Shankiti has to make a second attempt to get this under control, and he certainly was fouled by Khorshid Giyozov. By and large, a good debut for Mohamed Shankiti, as Shohru Gadoyev He's replaced by Akramjon Komilov. 30th AFC Champions League appearance for FC AGMK's number 2. And he's only 4 appearances away from hitting 200 in the Super League. So a pretty special occasion is coming along in the next several weeks for him. And here he is. 18, Kosimov Bakhtiyorozhan. Given away to Al Farhan. Fabinho creates space so easily from Sanchez. 12 shots to 7 for Al Ittihad, but the key is that not one of those 7 has been on target for FC AGMK. Shangiti to Fabinho. Did he ever, in his wildest dreams, when he was coming through the scholarship programme from the General Sports Authority of Saudi Arabia, think that he would one day take a throw-in and give it to Fabinho? That's the reality for so many of these Saudi players now, as they look at the company they're keeping and try to learn from these extraordinary athletes in a bid to not just strengthen their club, their league, but also their national team. A national team that achieved that extraordinary win against Argentina at the World Cup in Qatar. A national team that, for so many long-term fans of football in Saudi Arabia, is still trying to live up to the golden generation of the 90s that won the Asian Cup and that so memorably made it to the second round of the USA 94 World Cup with that extraordinary goal against Belgium from Said Al Awaran. Kaddish. Some nice signs from the 17-year-old Fahar Shamrani. Oh, that's a very heavy challenge, has to be a card. The first one that we've seen in this match. I was talking about the nice signs that we've seen from Fahar Shamrani, and that was not so nice from one of the other substitutes, Kosimov Bakhtiyorozhan. Good control from Al Farhan, but coming to pick it up is Komilov. Number 20, Islam Takujayev. Mibek Rustamov. They still are trying in as determined a way as possible to get a chance. Nazari dispossessed, Sanchez can't get there. It was yet again the young man, Fahar Shamrani, getting involved. He was the one who slid in to stop Ruben Sanchez. In the end, it is going to be a free kick to AGMK. Decision going against Sultan Al Farhan. First yellow card for the home team. can they force Abdallah Al-Mayouf to make a save as we approach additional time? The answer is no, not quite. Kasimov Bakhtiyorjan, the substitute. Probably the most uncomfortable moment for Al-Mayouf, along with the shot across goal from Sanchez, but that was a little closer. One imagines we're going to see a lot more of the 36-year-old as the group stage goes on. How useful to have been able to sign a goalkeeper on a 2-year contract who's won this competition twice. Mohamed Shankiti goes back to Luis Felipe. 4 additional minutes to be played. And in truth, Al-Ittihad have never really looked under any kind of significant pressure since the second goal went in. And even then, AGMK were more holding on than anything else. They've had a few half chances at best here and there, a couple of nice deliveries, but it's been every bit as difficult a game as they expected it would be. Naghnazari has been one of the few rays of light, and here is Marwan Al-Sahafi, who's been a ray of light in the youth team for Al-Ittihad of late, and is starting to make a presence felt as a potential late substitute in this very important season for Nuno Espirito Santo's team. A few rather late challenges, perhaps slightly fatigued challenges coming in. Yozov. Number 14, Mirakhmadov. Ruben Sanchez calling out for it was Naghnazari in lots of space, and now getting it. The Iranian moves it to Komilov. Little flick from Sanchez was slightly wayward, forcing Oybek Rustamov to go back. There doesn't seem to be a clear way through at the moment for AGMK, and indeed there isn't. Calmly, comfortably, confidently defended by the Tigers. Mohamed Shankiti to bring it over the halfway line as we get close to the last minute of this opening match day in the 2023-2024 AFC Champions League. Al-Amri. And what a great decision from Nuno Espirito Santo to put Haruna Kamara into the starting lineup. Scored in the 11th minute and assisted Romarinho. And also a worthy mention to Abderrazak Hamdallah before he had to go off injured, as Fabinho plays the ball into number 28, Ahmed Bamasoud. And they might get another chance. It's Bamasoud once more. Got options, and it's tipped over by Boktirali Yergashiev from the substitute Saleh Al-Amri. Suddenly Al-Ittihad coming to life at the end of the game and nearly getting a fourth. Actually, it hit the crossbar. Thought initially it was saved by Yergashev. Good positioning from the veteran Anzur Ismailov. And it is such a good return to the AFC Champions League for Al Ittihad of Saudi Arabia. The two-time champions winning by 3-0 over AGMK from Uzbekistan. The visitors under pressure from start to finish. An early goal from Haruna Kamara, and then 2 from Romarinho, 1 from the penalty spot. Other good chances, including to Mohamed Shankiti, and an impressive performance from Abderrazak Hamdallah, who hopefully is not too seriously injured, having had to go off shortly before half-time. For the team from Uzbekistan, the introduction of Siavash Nagnazari, one of the most important features. He at least gave them some creativity, but they were not able to find an end product. It finishes Al Ittihad 3, AGMK 0.